Hey everybody, welcome to the backyard again. We're back. Alright, so today is August 10th, I think. So throughout the week we had a lot of rain. The last couple of weeks we had a lot of rain. In the beginning of the videos I said that we had no rain hardly. And now the last couple of weeks we had too much rain. And so too much rain can be bad for your garden too, because it can cause the powdery mildew to form on your leaves, and downy mildew to form on your leaves. And also too much rainwater can actually drown out your plants and cause things to rot. Okay, so we had this summer has been weird. We had a time of drought, no rain, high heat, and then we got to the point where we had too much rain in a short amount of time. But saying all that, the garden is still doing okay. It's doing pretty good still. One more thing I want to say to you too, because our garden is in the backyard, and because at a certain time in August, the sun is now shifting, and the days are getting shorter. So the sun shifts, and we don't get as much sunshine in the backyard as we did earlier in the season. So basically, and it's really because of the house, the way our house is structured. If you look at this deck behind us right here, up here, this deck right here, and these trees, they block out the sun on the garden a lot. So we don't get that full amount of sun that we used to get. And as the season goes on, it's gonna get less and less, to the point where we're gonna just get sun in the back of the, coming to the back side of the garden on this end. But we deal with it every year. This is something we have to deal with for right now because of our spacing. But now saying all that, we still get we get tons of food back here every year. We get a lot of stuff, so, and it's well worth it. Okay, so we've been picking cucumbers. We've been showing you on the video some of the stuff we picked, but we also pick throughout the week, and we get a lot of vegetables. Okay, so saying all that, now let's get into it. So if you come over here, now you can still see these zucchini plants are monstrous. Now they're all over here. They're in my way. I'm trying to get to the kale. The kale, we have picked some more, and they're pretty much coming right back again. So we got to go in there and pick some more kale out of here. I don't really want to do it, but I got to go in there and pick some more kale. All right? So the zucchini plants are doing fantastic. The backyard looks like a tropical jungle. All right, and we still have tomatoes. I pruned the tomato plants some down, and they're starting to get new growth on them. I don't know if you can see it. They're starting to get new growth on them. I have to go back down and pick some more tomatoes. We picked a bunch of tomatoes throughout the week, and now I have to go back and get some more later on. So I'm gonna have to get a bunch of those tomatoes off of there. The cucumbers are doing well. If I want you to come up, see this right here? See these spots? That's like a downy mildew. It's not powdery mildew. Powdery mildew would be powder, but this is what I'm talking about. And this is because of the humidity and the rain caused this. Now I'm gonna be honest with y'all. A lot of times they say you can spray Epsom salt. You can make a mix of and you can put sprays on there and try to get it off, try to stop it with the neem oil and everything. But pretty much a lot of times when you get these diseases on your plant, it's pretty much hard to stop it. Because once they start, they pretty much spread, and these will destroy your plant. They will destroy your plant eventually. You try your best to get them, but look at all the new cucumbers. See them? Look at them all the baby cucumbers coming out. But don't worry. And because because of that, that's why you always plant an extra crop of cucumbers or tomatoes or whatever, just in case your plants don't do well, because you still have time to put to grow cucumbers still. And I just put them in a different location, and I actually did that, and I may show that to y'all later on. I actually, believe it or not, I actually put we have some pickling cucumber and a couple of regular cucumber plants out in the front yard. And in the front yard, the sun stays a very long time. Okay, so it stays on. So that growing season can continue once it stops back here. And look over here real quick. See these tomatoes? Look at these tomato plants that just came up in the pot. Now, if I wanted to, if my tomatoes would start doing too bad, I would take these out and I would plant them deep in the ground. I would plant it all the way up to here. When you plant tomato plants, you plant them deep in the ground. These just came up in the pot on their own. And in the middle of this pot, this is ginger. See this? This is a ginger plant. I actually placed ginger in the ground and it came up. I did not plant these. This was just in the soil. So anyway, I would take these, I would plant it up to about here, bury it all the way from here to here, and I would stick it back in the ground. And I guarantee you, before this summer, before the frost come, we will have new tomatoes again. Okay, so I can still do that. And what's the day? August the 10th. I can still make these to still sprout, and I can get tomatoes out of them. Okay, back over here. So this disease, this is what this is. And after the star does this, it turns the leaves yellow. See that? That's what it does eventually to your leaf, right there. And then after that stage, it goes to this stage. Let me cut this off. See that? Now look. You see the spots on there? This is what caused it. And that was caused due to the fact of too much rain, high humidity, and heat. And when the water does not have enough time to evaporate off the leaves, it sits on the leaves and you get a disease on your leaves, and this will spread. So this right here, I would take this. You don't put this in your compost bin. Do not put this in your compost. It destroy this. You take all these leaves. This plant now, when I get rid of this plant, I'm gonna take rid of this plant and I'm gonna destroy this plant. I'm throwing it in the trash. It would not go into the compost bin because you don't wanna put this disease back into your garden, okay? So I'll make sure I get rid of all this. All right, enough of that. Now, so we got cucumbers on here. They're still coming in though. The plant will last a little considerable amount of time still, right? I'm gonna step over here. And these are the peppers. I don't know if we got any or not. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, we got some baby peppers over here. And so you can see how tall. You can see how tall these eggplants are getting. Look at me, look at the eggplants. They're getting tall. And so these usually last until everything right here will usually last until the first frost, except for this cucumber plant, because we're getting less and less sun back here. But everything else, the tomatoes, that zucchini might last a little bit longer too. Okay, so back there, I do see a bunch of jalapeno peppers. They look good too. As you pan over to the watermelon. The watermelon looking okay too. We had one that dry rotted, and that was probably due too much because of too much rain, and it didn't have time to drain well. I don't know if you probably can see those watermelons by the back fence. They just so clearly right there in front. They're doing pretty good still. The potato plants are still here. Look at this. Potato plants are still laying around. They're still hanging in there. They're underneath the watermelons. So they're still growing. And hopefully we'll be able to harvest some potatoes at the end of the season. All right. Step over here. I'm gonna get around. And our blueberry bush is growing. Got a lot of new growth coming on it. So we should be picking some good blueberries next year. Got mosquitoes out here. The reason why I wear those long sleeve shirts most of the time when I come out here and do it is because of mosquitoes. Mosquitoes will tear you up out here, okay? So we still didn't get the grapevine in the ground. Oh, it will be in the ground. I will put this in the ground tomorrow. Okay? So next video, you will definitely see this grapevine in the ground. I know we talk about it every time, we just haven't done anything with it. Alright, come over here. And the crackpot zucchini. There you go. She's still producing. Look at that. Got another one coming right here. Right next to it. And this one right here, I can pick it now or let it get bigger. But it's already big enough. And look at what this zucchini did. It actually stretched out the pot and came down, and it's hanging down here now. See that? Isn't that wild? The zucchini plant started here. It was up here. Now it's over here and went down, and it's down here now. It's growing up from this point. All right. So now we're back over to the cucumber on this side, and we still got a little bit more sunlight left. We got cucumbers hanging down. I'm gonna pick this later on today. It's still surviving. It's going up the fence. They got a cucumber about to come up on the top of the fence right here. So it's still doing pretty good. It's still alive. But like I said, I know that my growing season in this backyard is coming to an end. And unfortunately, that's the way it is. If I had my own space and I had more room, this garden would be booming. I mean, it's wrong because of the housing and the blockage of the sun is causing a lot of the issues back here. So if I had like free range space, I actually have I don't think I would have anything would be on that. It wouldn't be so bunched in, because you want to have airflow going through your garden, you know. But that's all right. I'm willing to sacrifice that to get the vegetables that we get every year, and it's well worth it. Okay. So anyway, the cucumbers are still doing good. Those will still last. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go over there and cut those leaves off. Any leaf that I see those spots on over there, I'm going to go ahead and just cut those leaves off and get them out of here. And I'm gonna do that after this video. Real quick, I want to show y'all something. My wife could make a video. I'm gonna zoom in on this right here. Look at these sunflower seeds. Watch this. See that? Look at the sunflower seeds. Full of sunflower seeds. Sunflower seeds are very healthy for you. And they're almost ready. And my wife, she's gonna do a video on this later on, showing what she did with the sunflower seeds. I think she has a video actually when she first put them in the ground when they were that little. So we got a couple of these plants back here with sunflowers in them. They got a couple back here. And so we'll be harvesting those pretty soon as well. And what we're gonna do, what she'll tell you, we're gonna save a couple of these seeds for next year so we can grow back and redo this all over again. So growing, you guys, it is fun. It's fun growing stuff. It's fun watching things come out the ground, something that you put in the ground, you planted it yourself, and you nurtured it and you watch it grow. And then after that, it produces vegetables or fruit for you, okay? Step over here. This is another extra tomato plant I had. Wow, look at this one, Chipper. That one popped up in the air all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Here's a couple of, that's a pepper plant. That's a pepper plant. These are, well, these are her herbs. This is a couple of her herbs. What is this?
It's lemon balm.
This is lemon balm?
Oh no, that's basil.
Basil, what is this?
Lavender.
This is lavender.
Ruta.
Ruta. See what she got here? She got spearmint, right?
Mm-hmm. Spearmint.
Lemon balm.
Yeah, that's a lemon balm.
What's this right here? Oh, look how tall it
That's
is.
now basil.
And this
That's
right,
basil.
is that
no,
dill?
I don't know what that part is at the bottom.
You don't, this dill, I think?
I don't know. I don't know what that is.
I think it's dill.
Well, the other one is basil too.
Yeah, I think you got dill mixed in there, because here's some dill right here.
I don't think that's dill though. I mean this is dill right here. Yeah, that's dill.
Okay, and this is more lemon balm, right?
Right.
What is this?
That is
Echinacea.
echinacea.
Echinacea, right. And we got, she has more. And she will be doing a video of the dirt, of the soil that, I keep saying dirt, that's the soil that we got out the woods, right? She's, you go back and watch that video, because what she did, she used that soil to make a indoor herbal garden. And she'll be showing you that too, okay? Now over here is my son's beans. Red beans and black beans. Now you can see they're starting to grow up. And this yellowing is due to the fact we got a lot of heavy rain. And it is just too much. This soil is not that good on this side of the yard because we really haven't done enhance the soil. All right? So anyway, thank y'all for watching this video. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. And just keep on growing, you know, grow your own food under this pandemic, okay? Actually, pandemic or not, doesn't even matter. Just grow your own food. Y'all have a great day. See y'all next video. Goodbye.